Welcome back to Mystic Oracle, you guys. This is Mystic, bringing you another Oracle energy reading. Please like, share, and subscribe if these readings resonate with you in any way. Please don't force it to fit. Okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and tap in and see what the energy is for the collective. Spirit, what's the overall energy? We got heartbreak in reverse, deep pain for something, leaving your heart aching, splitting, spirit low. I feel like somebody has healed or is healing from a situation, okay? From someone that they consider a bad date. Something just not going the way it's supposed to go. Something just didn't click. Could be you, could be somebody else, okay? We're gonna go ahead and clarify this energy and build a storyline from there, okay? Spirit, clarify this heartbreak energy. Someone healing from heartbreak. What is this energy? Yeah, somebody was gaslighted, or somebody felt like they didn't get the best offer out of a situation. It did clarify this with bad luck, okay? Bad date. So they bad date turned to bad luck. Okay, Spirit, what is this? They didn't see something clearly. Yeah, they didn't see something clearly about this bad date. Something just didn't click. Someone is healing from it, possibly moving away from a connection that didn't go as planned. For some of y'all, you may have felt like you was gaslighted. You felt like you couldn't build anything with this person. You feel like you lost your destiny, your legacy dealing with this person. You felt like you went down a different path that wasn't prosperous dealing with this situation. Okay, yeah, it stripped you from your independence. Yeah, it just didn't work. Spirit is clarifying that it just didn't work. Okay, so Spirit, what's this 10 of Pentacles in reverse? Hierophant, yeah. Yeah, this was not anything that, this is what's not a destined connection for you to be in that was going to bring you any kind of generational wealth. Okay, that's what that was. But it did say you healed from it. We got heartbreak in reverse. So this may be a realization for a lot of you guys. What is 8 of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, you thought this was going to work, so you invested into it, but they didn't invest into you emotionally, and that's where everything went left at. Spirit, why do we need to know this? Empress. So it may this may be a reading for you, Empress. You may just be thinking back on some things, and we got other Empresses out there. So if you are the one that have not healed yet, you may be coming to you may be looking at at what you invest in, and you are seeing that it's not fulfilling you emotionally. Okay. You may be thinking about your morals, what you're trying to get out of the situation, longevity, and you realize that this is something that you need to let go. For others of you all, you already realized this. This is how you was thinking, and this is the route that you took, and you are realizing that it wasn't a true connection, and you let it go, and you have healed, or you are healing from it. Okay, so this is a story about an empress that has healed from her heartbreak. Okay, and the reasons why it didn't work is the reason why it's coming out. Okay, based on your morals, based on what you want for your legacy, the way that you want your kingdom built. You wasn't gonna get it dealing with someone that you don't have a connection to. Spirit, what do we need to know about this? Yeah. So when you start over, you can start over with wisdom. You can start over building a foundation that's secure for you, Empress, because you know now what you invest in, is it going to work out for you? Is there a equal give and take? Okay, you realize that you didn't win out of this situation, and that's okay, because you know when you start again, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know the signs to look for when you are getting back on the dating scene. What else? Yeah, when it comes to your choices, what do you invest in when it comes to what do you want to manifest in the long term? You realize that you made a bad choice. You didn't get anything out of it. when you went on this journey. So you decide to go a different way, okay? It wasn't emotionally fulfilling for you. It wasn't no love there in the situation, and you realized that you was carrying a lot of burdens, okay? We got the Ace of Cups in reverse right here, and we got the 10 of Wands right here. You realize you was carrying a lot of the load in the situation, okay? So you're not going to invest into nothing that is not investing into you emotionally. That's what you are thinking about. How you lost everything, how you didn't win in this situation, and that you should have went a different way when it comes to your morals, what you stand on, what you value. And that's why you didn't get any longevity. That's why it ended as soon as it started. Okay, but you are healing from this. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It held you back. It held you back, and it didn't propel you forward into what you are trying to build as far as your wants and your needs, and something that's going to be long term. Yeah, when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to building a family, we got Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and we got the Page of Wands in reverse. Nothing new came out of this. No new ideas, no self-starting, nothing really got off the ground dealing with this situation. So this is just something you had to learn from. You see the reasons why you got stopped on your journey, or your journey has stopped, or the wheel has stopped when you was dealing with a certain person or a certain energy, okay? So you are thinking about your family, what you want out your family, and you're not finna invest into anything that is not gonna that you don't see a future with, okay? You're not gonna invest into anything that is not going to be emotional fulfilling in the future. That's going to cause you burden. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about your future, Empress. And when it comes to an opportunity, giving an opportunity, even if it comes to giving yourself, you're not going to give it to somebody that's going to abuse their power, somebody that's going to manipulate you. Yeah, you are coming to terms with that. You are no longer being being confused about what you want in your life when it comes to the choices that you make of who you invest in and who you allow invest into you. It's one thing to give something to somebody, but if they're not going to be emotional fulfilled to you, it has to be a balance of equal give and take. It's going to set you back. Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so I'm not going to pull it too much. I just feel like this is a reflection period of why someone can't move on, or why somebody haven't been able to move forward in the past. And I feel like now, this time around, when you do get back out there and you date and you open yourself up energetically, I feel like the choices is going to be different because you learned your lessons and you have freed yourself from the mental stress of being in regret when it comes to dating. You don't have to be afraid of dating, okay? You just have to think about what they are showing you versus what you want to happen. Just because you want something to happen does not mean, Empress Hierophant, they have the same moral values as you, okay? What's the outcome? Balance. I just said that. Balance to what you invest in, and it has to be emotionally fulfilling to you. Like, both of y'all can have a job, but if you have a job and the other one does not care about taking care of the household, but he has the job also, it's still an imbalance. It has to be imbalanced, okay? And you still have to find time to take care of yourself. You can't be carrying all the load. When there's no love present and you find yourself carrying all the load, then the relationship becomes more materialistic than it is emotional fulfilling. You see right here, we got the Page of Cups in reverse. There's no love here. The relationship has lost its energy and its innocence, and can cause an imbalance also, because it's not built on a foundation that is authentic, that is true, that is pure at the core. Okay, so you have to find that balance when you are dating in the future. What's the outcome? Ask your angels, yeah. We got the Hierophant right here, which talks about what you believe spiritually. You can always ask your angels for guidance. They will always be able to support you. It says seek the divine. We got Empress right here when it comes to thinking, when you are thinking about your morals and values. Okay, so you can always ask them. They will always be able to give you some type of sign when it comes to what you are working on, and they will be able to tell you if it's a good idea or not. But at the end of the day, I did see with the Judgment in reverse that it comes to the choices that you make when it comes to how you cultivate, how you want your life to go. They're not going to do it for you. They're just going to drop some dimes on you and hope you pick it up, okay? And then you take a leap of faith from there. Give me one more. This is a positive message. Embrace in reverse. Yeah, you got to be able to embrace the wisdom that you learn, and you have to also embrace when your angels or when your spirit guide is dropping those nudges or those ideas in your head to invest or not to invest, because they are always here to help you and protect you, okay? So you don't have to hold your head down about anything that you invest in. Even if you go into something and it doesn't work out, it's still not meant to hurt you, but it's for you to learn so that you can make the choices that you want to make, so you can direct your life and how you want to go. Okay, then we got twin flame at the bottom of the deck. A spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. I feel like for you, Empress, I'm only seeing you in this energy. Aside from when you made the choice to choose somebody that wasn't equally yoked to you, I just feel like in this reading, the twin flame is mastering your emotional fulfillment with what you invest in and having them lined up. We do got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. What you invest in is emotionally fulfilling to you, because if it's not, if that's unbalanced, we got the Page of Cups, we got the Temperance right here, and we got the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's not going to be a balanced situation. It's not emotionally fulfilling, it's not balanced, and it's not honest. So if you don't have those three things, then you are locked in a commitment that is not emotionally fulfilling, where you are pulling all the burdens. And you coming out in Empress energy, you should not be carrying all the burdens, because you're not going to get anything out of it right now, and you're not going to get nothing out of it in the future, because of you going against your morals and beliefs. Okay, you always have to stand by what you believe in, or it's gonna hold you back and it's gonna throw you off your destiny. Okay, so this twin flame energy is you just coming into union with yourself, for yourself, when it comes to your materialism and your emotional fulfillment. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope this helps someone, and I will see y'all on the next one.